Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to continue with our 2020 Major League Tournament using the Action PC Baseball 2020 projection. And in this best of three matchup, game one, it's the Cincinnati Reds traveling to New York and Citi Field to take on the New York Mets. So let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. I'll be playing as the lower seed, Cincinnati Reds. For the Reds, Akiyama will lead off and play center field. Castellanos will bat second. He's in right field. Joey Votto plays first and bats third. Suarez plays third and bats fourth. Mike Moustakas is at second. He will bat fifth. Winker bats sixth and will play left field. Galvis is at short and will bat seventh. Doing the catching, batting eighth, is Barnhart, and on the mound is Castillo. For the New York Mets, it will be Rosario at short, followed by McNeil in left. Batting third, Rookie of the Year last year, Pete Alonso, he's at first base. Michael Conforto is the cleanup hitter in right field. J.D. Davis will bat fifth and play third base. Ramos will do the catching and bat sixth. Robinson Cano will play second and bat seventh. Brandon Nemo is in center and will bat eighth. And Jacob deGrom is up on the bump for the Mets at the ballpark. Jack Dawson, how you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. All right. So Wilson Ramos behind the plate. 6 range, 2 arm. Jacob deGrom on the mound. He fields his position pretty well. He's an 8 range. Davis at third is a 6. Rosario at short is a 6. Cano a 6 at second. And Pete Alonso is a 5 at first. Out in left, Jeff McNeil. He's a 4 range, 4 arm. Brandon Nemo's in center. 7 range, which is good, but a below average arm of 3. And Michael Conforto, excellent right fielder when it comes to range and arm. 9 range, 7 arm. So here comes Shogo Akiyama. Akiyama's projected to hit .273, 18 homers, 67 ribbies. Left-handed batter. deGrom throws strikes. The pitch to Akiyama. And that is a strikeout. deGrom at the knees gets strike number 3. Nasty. 83 mile per hour off speed pitch. So 1 out, and here comes Nicholas Castellanos, the right fielder for the Reds. He's projected to hit .289, 26 homers, 81 ribbies. Right-handed batter. Ramos sets the target. deGrom rocks and deals to Castellanos, and he strikes him out. deGrom blows down the first 2 Reds like he was the big bad wolf. Gets him on the 1-2 as he gets Castellanos looking. So 2 outs, base is empty for the Canadian Joey Votto. Votto is projected to hit .276, 18 homers, 60 ribbies. On deck is Suarez. The leg kick and the pitch from deGrom. Votto swings. That's a base hit center field. Votto thinks about going for 2, but goes back to first. That was a pretty wide turn. Sean Cullen, how you doing? Along with Uncle Dave Gardner. Check out Dave Gardner's YouTube channel, also Digital to Dice, and HockeyTournaments.com, because hockey will be coming back soon at some point, and you'll need HockeyTournaments.com for all your hockey tournament needs in Massachusetts, in New England, in North America, and around the world. Butch Habner, how you doing? Hope all is well. If you're just joining us, I'm coaching the Cincinnati Reds. So there's 2 outs. Votto's at first. 80% chance of stealing second. Ramos has a bad arm behind the plate. Suarez, third baseman. Projected .271, 43 homers, 100 ribbies. We got to take that 80% chance. There goes Votto. The throw down. And Joey is safe. So Joey with some thievery. He's at second base. He's in scoring position. 0-1 count to Eugenio Suarez. Can he give the Reds a 1-0 lead? Let's see if deGrom challenges him with the fastball. Ramos sets the target. The pitch to Suarez. And Suarez, base hit. Left center field. Votto hits third. Wave him, wave him. 78% chance they're sending him. The throw by Nemo, not in time. So the stolen base produces fruit on the 2-out single by Eugenio Suarez, and the Reds take a 1-0 lead here at Citi Field. So Suarez at first, and that brings up Mike Moustakas. Moustakas, the second baseman, projected to hit 256, 34 homers, 88 ribbies. Alonso holds Suarez on. Ramos goes through the signs. A quick nod of the head by DeGrom. The leg kick and the pitch to Mike Moustakas. They throw over. Nice move. Suarez gets back. It was pretty close, but he got back. DeGrom again peeks to first. Now he deals to Moustakas. Moustakas, ground ball. Alonso steps on the bag himself. At some point, he'll step on the bag. Well, we'll find out if he's out. He's out. All right. That was a bit anxious there. Reds score 1. We go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Cincinnati. Due up for the Metropolitans. Rosario, McNeil, and Alonso. If anyone gets on, Conforto. On the mound, Luis Castillo. He fields his position at a 9 when it comes to range. He's projected 13-9 with a 3.57. I'll give you DeGrom's next inning. I forgot to do that. Behind the plate, Tucker Barnhart. 6 range, 4 arm. At third base, Eugenio Suarez. He's a 5. Freddie Galvis is a 8 at short. That's outstanding. Mike Moustakas is a 5 at second. And Joey Votto is what you call a Bo Derek. He doesn't look like Bo Derek, but he's a 10 at first. Jesse Winker, he's no stinker in left. He's a 6 range, 5 arm. Shogo Akiyama, 6 range, 5 arm in center. And Nicholas Castellanos, 6 range, 5 arm in right. Dave Garner says, I'm giving serious thought to Strat PC Basketball. Very fun game. I love Strat PC Basketball. Mine doesn't work. That's what annoys me with that. Strat has horrible customer service when it comes to PC games. I've had pretty decent customer service with the cards, the card and dice stuff. They're very nice. And not that they're not nice with the PC stuff, but they should fix the problem. It's not. Everything else works on my new computer but that. And actually, the football game didn't work. My friends in the IT department helped me to get that to work. So, all right, due up for the Mets. Here's Rosario. Rosario, the shortstop. Ahmed's projected to hit 280, 14 homers, 64 ribbies. We're going to move our corners in. He's a 6 bunter. Votto in at first. Suarez in at third. Castillo, a lefty, deals to the righty Rosario. Ground ball. Suarez playing in. Throws. Bang, bang play. The stretch by Votto at first. And they got him. Nice stretch by Joey. 1 down. Now bring up Jeff McNeil. McNeil, left-handed batting left fielder. Projected to hit 317, 23 homers, 76 ribbies. Barnhart sets the target. The pitch to Jeff McNeil. Ground ball right side. Moustakas ranges to his right. Throws to Votto. 2 away. 2 away. So 2 outs. Base is empty for Pete Alonso, the 2019 Rookie of the Year. Alonso projected to hit 261, 44 homers, and 102 ribbies. Conforto on deck. 1-0 Reds. Can Alonso tie it up with one mighty swing of the bat? Here's the pitch from Castillo. Ground ball right side. Moustakas ranges to his right. Throws to Votto, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mets. We're through 1. Cincinnati 1. New York 0. Due up for the Reds. Winker, Galvis, and Barnhart. Jacob DeGrom is projected to go 12-8 with a 2.40. So here's Jesse Winker, left fielder, left-handed batter. His projection 273, 21 homers, 56 ribbies. Again, we're not playing the season, we're playing a tournament. Here's the pitch to Winker. And there's a shot right center field. Winker's going to have extra bases as he goes into second standing. So DeGrom really not fooling anyone right now. And Freddie Galvis steps to the plate. shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds. Projection, 256, 19 homers, 68 ribbies. We would love to bunt Winker over, but he's a two-bunter, so hopefully we hit it to the right side. The pitch to Galvis. Ground ball right side. Good job. Cano has it. Only plays the first. He throws to Alonso, and Winker advances to third. Good piece of professional hitting by Galvis. At worst, you want to move that runner over, so good job by Galvis. And here comes Tucker Barnhart, the catcher. Castillo on deck, the pitcher. Let's see what they do to Barnhart. Ramos goes through the signs. The ground, nods his head. The windup and the pitch. And Barnhart walks. They pitch very carefully to the catcher. Sets up a double play ball. And Castillo, he can bunt. He's a 10 bunter. Corners moving in. Watching for the squeeze. Top of the order, Akiyama on deck. Castillo's projection on offense, a 102 batting average with no homers, no ribbies. We're going to sack. We're not going to squeeze. Here's the pitch. The sack bunt's put down. Ramos. Bell will not go from home. No. And Ramos, the only play is to Cano at first. Winker didn't. Winker will be back on third. Yeah. The animation didn't match up. We didn't send him. So 2 outs, second and third, and that will bring up the top of the order. Shogo Akiyama. Akiyama is 0 for 1. He struck out. If Akiyama gets a base hit, it'll be at least 2-0 Cincinnati. DeGrom takes a deep breath. He rocks and deals to Akiyama. And he strikes him out for a second time. The Reds strand 2. Big pitch by DeGrom. He pumps his fist, comes off the mound back towards the dugout. Kenny Castro's at the ballpark along with Beardson 007. Hope all is well. Due up for the Mets, Conforto, Davis, and Ramos to face Luis Castillo. 1-0 Reds, bottom of the second. Michael Conforto, the right fielder, left-handed batter. His projection, 255, 31 homers, 88 ribbies. Lots of power on this Metropolitan team. Barnhart sets the target, the pitch to Conforto. And he strikes out. Strike 3 at the 0-2 offering. Chased badly on the off-speed pitch. So 1 out, and here comes J.D. Davis. He mans the hot corner for the Mets. His projection, 302, 23 homers, 62 ribbies. Right-handed batter. Righty-righty matchup. Castillo nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch to Davis. And he strikes him out. Castillo, 2 up, 2 down via the K. Got him on the 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Inside corner. And here comes the catcher, Wilson Ramos. His projection, 290, 14 homers, 69 ribbies. Right-handed batter. He's got some pop in that catcher's mitt of his. Cano on deck. Castillo nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Wilson Ramos. And it's a pop-up. Infield. Galvis calling it. Ranging towards the second base bag. Makes the catch and the side is retired. The Mets go down 1-2-3. Top of the third. 1-0 Cincinnati. Mark Forsberg's at the ballpark. Hope all is well. He asked for a Mets game. We give you a Mets game. All right, due up for the Reds. Castellanos, Votto, and Suarez. If you're just joining us, I am managing the Cincinnati Reds. I always manage the lower seed unless it's the Red Sox, and then I always manage the Reds. I wanted to manage the Mets too, but I decided to manage the Reds. Probably a better thing if you're a Mets fan, because I do like Jacob deGrom a lot. Castellanos 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. DeGrom has struck out 3 while walking 1. Here's the pitch to Nick. Castellanos lines out to Cano. Good reaction by Robinson Cano. 1 down. Here's Joey Votto. He singled, stole second, and scored. Thus, the 1-0 lead for the Reds. 1 out, top of the third. Votto, the Canadian, digs in the left-hander's batter's box. DeGrom looks in at Ramos. He deals to Votto. And Votto pops it up behind the plate. Ramos tosses the mask askew. Going back towards the screen. And it's foul. 2-2 count to Joey Votto. DeGrom's ready to work. The pitch homeward bound. Votto grounds it right side. Alonso backhands it. Takes it to the bag himself. There's 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. 1-0 Reds. And here is Eugenio Suarez. He knocked in the only run so far for the Reds. After Votto stole second, he singled. DeGrom. He rocks and deals. And he strikes out Suarez. That's K number 4. The side is retired. Bottom of the third. 1-0 Cincinnati. Due up for the Mets. Trailing by 1. Cano, Nemo, and DeGrom to face Luis Castillo. Robinson Cano, how do you know? His projection, 270, 15 homers, 54 ribbies. Left-handed batter. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Cano. And he strikes out. It's a strikeout festapalooza. Got him on the 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Strike 3 looking. That brings up Brandon Nemo. DeGrom's on deck. Nemo, the center fielder, projection 251, 17 homers, 55 ribbies. Again, lefty-lefty matchup. Righty-lefty matchup, excuse me. The pitch to Nemo. Ground ball right side. Moustakas has it. He's going to throw to Castillo as Votto ranged a little too far to the right. Nice play by Castillo covering the bag, and that's 2 outs. Again, Castillo is a right-handed pitcher. What I did was by accident looked at the L for a moment, which means Lewis, and I said lefty. So he's a right-handed pitcher. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Jacob DeGrom. His projection 179, a homer and 6 ribbies. Castillo goes right at his counterpart DeGrom. And he strikes him out. The side is retired. He made short work of Jacob. Top of the 4th. The Cincinnati Reds 1. The New York Mets nothing. Due up for the Reds. Moustakas, Winker, and Galvis to face Jacob DeGrom. DeGrom, 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Moustakas 0 for 1. He grounded to first. The pitch to Mikey Moustakas. Moustakas strikes out, so DeGrom trying to do it on his own, but they're going to have to score some runs for him. Got him on a 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Moustakas took a swing. Good movement on that DeGrom fastball. Here comes Jesse Winker. He is 1 for 1. He doubled to right center, but did not score. Winker digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Ramos sets the target. The pitch to Winker. Winker, fly ball, right field. Conforto is there, and he makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down. Clinton Parks, how you doing? Hope all is well. 2 outs, base is empty for Freddie Galvis. The shortstop is 0 for 1. He grounded to second. That moved Winker to third, but that's where he would be stranded. DeGrom nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch. Galvis goes down via the K. The side is retired. Another strikeout for Jacob DeGrom as he heads back to the Metropolitan dugout. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Reds 1, the Mets nothing. Top of the order for the New York Mets. Rosario, McNeil, and Alonso. If anyone gets on, Conforto. Luis Castillo, the right-hander on the mound. 3 innings, 4 strikeouts. No runs, no walks. Rosario is 0 for 1. He grounded to third. McNeil on deck. Barnhart sets the target. The pitch to Ahmed Rosario. Ground ball right side. Votto charges, has it. Takes it to the bag. 1 away. Now bring up McNeil. Jeff McNeil, he's 0 for 1. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box. He grounded to second. Infield, outfield, straight away and normal for McNeil. Alonso on deck. Castillo, the windup and the pitch. McNeil grounds it. Left side. Galvis charges to his left. Fires across his body for out number 2. Good strong throw by Galvis. And here comes Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to second. Barnhart sets the target. Conforto on deck. Pitch homeward bound to Alonso. Fly ball, left field. Winker comes in a bit, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Once again, 1-2-3 go the Mets. Top of the fifth, 1-0 Cincinnati. Due up for the Reds. Barnhart, Castillo, the top of the order. Akiyama. DeGrom back up on the bump. He has struck out 6, given up 1 run, and walked 1. Barnhart walked his first time up. The pitch to Tucker Barnhart. Ground ball. Cano charges from second. Flips to Alonso for the first out of the inning. Now bring up the pitcher, Luis Castillo. He had a sac bunt his first time up. Here's the pitch to Castillo. And Castillo hits it back to DeGrom, who throws to Alonso. You can see Castillo just choking up on that bat. And that's out number 2. A moral victory for Luis Castillo. He did not strike out. Top of the order, Shogo Akiyama. Akiyama has struck out twice. Shogo has not really gone anywhere. DeGrom's ready. The pitch to Akiyama. And he walks. So Shogo finally gets on. Akiyama's at first. 65% chance of stealing second. They'll probably throw over. DeGrom up to 82 pitches. Good for 120. Alonso holding Akiyama on. That'll bring up Nicholas Castellanos. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out in line to second to Robinson Cano. There goes Akiyama. Oh, Ramos has a word. This could be a pitch out. There goes Akiyama. Ramos throws down. Not in time. So the Reds taking advantage of that weak arm behind the plate. And Akiyama's in scoring position. He should score on a base hit, especially if they hit it to center. You want to stay away from right. Conforto has a 7-arm. 1 ball, no strikes. DeGrom deals to Castellanos. And he strikes him out. Akiyama is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 Cincinnati. Due up for the Mets. Conforto, Davis, Ramos. If anyone gets on. Robinson, Cano. Dave Little's at the ballpark. Hope all is well. As we had some wild weather here in Massachusetts today. That's all I can say. Dave Gardner can vouch for me. My God, I was working from home. The internet went out twice, so I had to reconfigure everything to get back on to work from home on the office network with some help from my friend in IT. Here's Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Castillo has struck out 4. The pitch to the lefty, Conforto. And he walks. So Conforto is the tying run at first. And that will bring up J.D. Davis. Davis, the third baseman, was a strikeout victim. Castillo throws over. Votto puts the tag on Conforto. He gets back safely. It was a close call, as Votto slapped him on the back with the tag. Reds hope to turn 2 up the middle with Galvis and Moustakas. Castillo looks to first. Now in at the plate. The windup and the pitch to J.D. Davis. Line shot down the left field line, but foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We do it again. They throw over. Conforto gets back. Fans don't like it. Shortens up his lead. Again, Castillo peeks to first. Barnhart sets a target. Pitch homeward bound to Davis. And that's a base hit. Left center field. Conforto hits second and stops. And that's the first hit for the Mets. And now with no outs, the tying run at second in Conforto. The go-ahead run at first in Davis. And here comes Wilson Ramos, the catcher. Ramos popped to short. He's 0 for 1. Castillo deals to Ramos. Fly ball. Akiyama in center. Looking up. It is gone! And just like that, Ramos hits a 3-run homer and rounds the bases, greeted by Davis and Conforto. And it's 3-1 Mets. That was a mistake. That's what you call a fat fastball. And Ramos crushed it to dead center. Akiyama Went back a bit, looked up, and it was gone. That's a bippity boppity boom to the moon, Alice. Here's the replay of the Ramos homer. Boom goes the ball. And the Mets catcher, Ramos, touches them all, giving the New York Mets a 3-1 lead. And there is much joy at Citi Field now. Now I'll bring up Robinson Cano. Cano's 0 for 1. He struck out. Castillo a bit rattled on the mound now. The pitch to Cano. Ground ball right side. Votto has it. Throws to Castillo covering the bag. For the out, Cano is retired. So that's 1 out. The number 8 batter, Brandon Nemo, steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to second. Lefty digging in. Castillo, the righty, nods his head. Barnhart sets the target. The pitch to Brandon finding Nemo. And he strikes him out on the 0-2. That catches the inside part of the plate. Nemo didn't like it. 2 outs, and here's Jacob deGrom. He's all smiles. He now has a 3-1 lead. He struck out his first time up. Castillo deals quickly to his counterpart, deGrom. And deGrom grounds it to Castillo, who throws to Votto. The side is retired, but the 3-run blast by Ramos, the Mets catcher, gives the... Oh, boy, Votto. Oh, boy. But he holds on to the ball. Oh, wow. So let's watch that over. He bobbled it, but in time to hold on to it and step on the bag. As they don't show you in the replay, you can see the little shuffling of the red ball, which made Al, Red Sox fan, very nervous. But the Reds are down 2. The Mets are up 3-1. It'll be Votto, Suarez, and Moustakas to face deGrom. deGrom, 85 pitches. He now has the lead. He's thrown 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 7 Ks. Votto's 1 for 2. The pitch to Joey. And Votto walks. Tying run will come to the plate for Cincinnati. Eugenio Suarez, he's knocked in the only run of the game after Votto stole second. Votto's going to steal again. 80% chance. A throw down by Ramos. Not in time. So Joey Votto is a go-go machine. Stole his second base. Let's see if Suarez can knock him in again. deGrom up to 91 pitches. He could be laboring a bit. Ramos gives the sign. The pitch to Suarez. And he strikes out Suarez. Labor nothing. That's his 8th K. Big swing and a miss at the 96-mile-per-hour fastball on the 0-2 count. That brings up Mikey Moustakas. He's 0 for 2. He is grounded to first and struck out. deGrom looking for K number 9. Votto takes a slight lead at second. Rosario tries to sneak in behind him to keep him close. Here's the pitch to Moustakas. And there's a shot right field. Votto will score. Moustakas goes sliding into second, and he is safe. So it's 3-2. So Mikey Moustakas comes through in the clutch. Again, the stolen base by go-go Joey Votto. Scored 2 runs. Has 2 stolen bases. Reds trail by 1. 1 out. Moustakas at second. Here's Jesse Winker. He doubled and has flown out to right. He's 1 for 2. The pitch to Winker from deGrom. Ground ball right side. Alonso has it. Waves off deGrom. Takes it to the bag. Moustakas advances to third. Reds have the tying run 90 feet away. Sip of water. And here's Freddie Galvis. Galvis is 0 for 2. Shortstop. 0 for 2. Bottom of the 6th. Barnhart on deck. Tying run at third. deGrom is a right-handed pitcher. As we look at our bench, let me just show you the bench here. We have whatever their active roster was, that's what I went with. It's not a 25-man roster. Some teams have more than 25. Some teams have 28. Some teams have 29. That's what I went with. I wasn't making any decisions. Whatever the computer said their active roster was before opening day, that's what we went with. I was thinking about pinch hitting Galvis. Let me take a look here. What's his slugging? Slugging 425. You know what? He's due. Come on, Galvis. Knock it through the infield. Let's tie this game up. Tying run at third to Moustakas. 2 outs. The pitch to Galvis. Ground ball right side. Cano moving to his right. Charges. Flips to Alonso. And the side is retired. The Reds do get 1. They've pulled to within 1. It's now 3-2 Mets. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. As they play charge here at Citi Field in New York. D. Scott Howard's at the ballpark. Hope all is well. As the Mets fans say, charge! It's the top of the order to face Castillo, Rosario, McNeil, Alonso. If anyone gets on, Conforto. Rosario's 0 for 2. Castillo 73 pitches, good for 115. The pitch to Ahmed Rosario. Fly ball, left field. Winker comes in a bit. Makes the catch, 1 down. Here's Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice, once to second, once to short. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Pete Alonso on deck. Castillo looks in at Barnhart. The windup and the pitch to McNeil. Fly ball, center field, left center. Akiyama makes the running catch, and that's 2 away. And here comes the dangerous Pete Alonso. He's grounded to second and flown deep to left. They're going to see if they get him to chase with a pitch around. And he does not chase. Ball 4. So Alonso's at first. 72% chance of stealing. Votto holding him on. Here's Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. He struck out and walked. They throw over. And Alonso gets back. 68%. They throw over again. 55%. Now the pitch to Conforto, who's 0 for 1. And he strikes out. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 7th, and that's it for Jacob deGrom. They are bringing in, the Mets are bringing in Familia, and that's Jeurys Familia. His projection, 5 wins, 3 losses, 5 saves, 4.84. He's trying to protect a 1-run lead. He will face Barnhart. Castillo, the pitcher, probably will have a pinch hitter here. And Akiyama. So here is Barnhart. He was 0 for 1. He walked and grounded to second. Familia can throw some heat. Not the most clutch pitcher in the face of the earth. Here's the pitch to the Reds catcher Barnhart. And Barnhart lines a Cano. Great reaction at second by Robinson Cano. The Mets throw it around. Larry Harris is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Larry Harris says, hey all, if you don't see me, I'm in the upper deck, in the last row. Sure is a long way down there. Castillo will be called back. And we're going to go with slugging. I want someone who can slug against righties. Wow, the pitcher, Michael Lorenz. 227, slugging percentage 591. But the 220, wow, so that's pretty interesting. So he obviously is a pinch hitting pitcher. I'm not going to go with him though I'm tempted. 484. Now we're going to go so that's it for Castillo. And let's give you his final numbers along with deGrom. So deGrom's in line to win it. He went 6 innings as he left with a 3-2 lead. 4 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. Walked 3, struck out 8. Familia's come in relief. Castillo's gone 6 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned. 1 homer. the blast by Ramos, which was a 3-run blast. Walked 2, struck out 6. So one mistake could cost Cincinnati the game. 1 out, no one on. And at the plate, Aristid Aquino. So Aquino's at the plate. I can pronounce that name. The last name at least. Projection 258, 24 homers, 67 ribbies. Can he tie it up with one mighty swing? The pitch from Familia to Aquino. Fly ball, center field. Moving to his left is Nemo. He makes the catch, 2 away. Top of the order. And here is Shogo Akiyama. He has struck out twice and walked in his last plate appearance. Akiyama. Let's see what he does here. Familia and Ramos can't get on the same page. Now he's ready. He rocks and deals to Akiyama. Ground ball back to Familia, who throws to Alonso. And the side is retired. So good job by Juris Familia. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. As they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game here at Citi Field. DJ John Fofor. How you doing, my friend? I don't care if I ever go back for it. Root for the Mets. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so we need a new pitcher. And our new pitcher will be coming up for the Mets. Davis, a righty. Ramos, a righty. Cano, a lefty. And Nemo's a lefty. So we got a decent bullpen here. Pedro Strop. I bet you, is he the closer? 9 saves. He's not the closer, but he's a pretty good. Overall average, 203 batters will hit against him. Lefties, 200. Righties, 205. Game 1, best of 3. We're going to go with Pedro Strop. He's good for 20 pitches. So here comes Pedro Strop in relief of Castillo. So it's Pedro Strop. His projection, 3 wins, 4 losses, 9 saves, 3.58. As they play charge. Here's J.D. Davis. He's 1 for 2. Ramos on deck, the man who hit the 3-run homer. The pitch to Davis. Line shot right at Stromp. Great reaction by the pitcher. He snares a hard hit ball. 1 down. Davis hit it on the screws, but a great reaction by Stromp for the Reds. And here comes Wilson Ramos. He's 1 for 2, a 3-run homer. That's how the Mets have a 3-2 lead. Stromp looks in. Barnhart sets the target. The pitch to Wilson Ramos. And he strikes out on the 0-2. Big cut and a miss on the fastball. 90-mile-per-hour fastball, but excellent movement. So 2 outs, base is empty for Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded to first. That was against Castillo. The pitch to Cano. And he walks. Oh, Stromp and Barnhart wanted the call on that 3-2 pitch. Man in blue said too far outside. Stromp up to 14 pitches, only good for 20. And here's Brandon Nemo. And here comes the lefty. Oh, shoot, we can't do that, can we? Nuts. I wonder if it's going to let me. Let's try. Oh, it's going to let me. Yay! They didn't change the rules. Yay! Lefty-lefty matchup here. As Amir Garrett comes to the mound. So Action PC has not changed the rules yet. Well, it works for both teams. So Amir Garrett projected to go 4-4 with a 4.33 ERA. Nemo, only bat, is projected to hit 225 in lefty-lefty matchups. Cano, a big insurance run at first. Votto holding him on. The pitch from Amir Garrett to Brandon Nemo. Ground ball right side and foul. 0-2 count. Nemo's in the hole. And we're going to have Votto play behind Cano now. Give him a little more range. Garrett looks in, nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch to Nemo. Ground ball right side. Votto charges it, takes it to the bag himself. And that is a third out of the inning. So Amir Garrett does his J-O-B, as we like to say. We go to the top of the eighth. The Mets still cling to a 3-2 lead. 3-2. Space goes coast to coast. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Big Clue. Hope all is well. YT. Hope all is well. Philip Reynolds. Check out that channel. Hope all is well. It's a redundant theme. I hope you're all well. That doesn't make me a bad person. Let's take a sip of coffee. If you're just joining us, it's 3-2 Mets on the Ramos homer. I'm managing the Reds. Game 1, best of 3 in our tournament. 2020 baseball, Major League style, lives on the Al Red Sox fan channel, as well as on many wonderful content creators in the community. Baseball lives on. All sports and entertainment live on in the FOC. Friends of the channel, friends of the community. Check them all out. They're awesome sauce. Due up for the Reds, Castellanos, Votto, and Suarez. If anyone gets on, Mikey Moustakas. And the new pitcher for the Mets is Brad Brock. Projections: 4 wins, 4 losses, 6 saved, 4.60 earned run average. He's a right-handed thrower. Moustakas still should hit righties around a 282 clip. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to Castellanos. The pitch to Castellanos from Brock. And he's 0 for 4. He strikes out. Votto comes to the plate. Votto has 2 stolen bases and he scored twice. 1 out, no one on. The pitch to the Canadian, Joey Votto, who's 1 for 2. And Votto rips a shot right center field. And there's Joey Votto on first base. 90% chance of stealing. Suarez at the plate. Votto's going. There's the pitch. Why did he not go? How did he not get the jump? Oh, he didn't get the jump. My God. 87% chance now. No balls, 1 strike. We don't want to put Suarez in the hole here. But Votto's going to go again. The throw down. Safe! Votto, 3 for 3. 0-2 count to Suarez, but he can knock in the tying run now. So Votto, 3 for 3 with stolen bases. As these Mets must be horrible holding them on. Plus, Ramos has a 2-arm. Come on, Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 3 with a ribby and a single. Brock, arms over his head. The windup and the pitch to Suarez. And he strikes him out. And that's it for Brock as they're going to go lefty-lefty matchup. And coming in is Justin doing damage Wilson. Justin Wilson projections: 4 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, 3.06. And now it's Mikey Moustakas. Moustakas is 1 for 3 today. Second base. Projected to hit 240 off left-handed pitching. Check out our bench here for a second. Lefty-lefty matchup. Sinzel, 483. Here comes Nick Senzel to pinch hit. So Senzel, the right-handed bat, comes up. 2 outs, tying run at second, and Joey Votto. So it's Nick Senzel. Senzel's projection, 262, 16 homers, 57 ribbies. He awaits the Wilson offering. Can Senzel tie it up? The pitch. And he walks. So first and second. Go ahead run at first now as they pitched around Senzel to get to Winker. Winker drops off against righties, 283, against lefties, 238. Again, we go to our bench. We have a plethora of players on our bench. So do the Mets. We're going to go with Irvin Phillip. Here comes Irvin Phillip to pinch hit. He's a right-handed bat. Irvin Phillip. Phillip Irvin. Love my dyslexia. Sorry about that. Phillip Irvin. 268, 7 homers, 24 ribbies. That's his projection. Votto, the tying run at second. He's stolen 3 bases and scored 2 runs. Senzel was much better base running ability at first. He's the go-ahead run. The pitch to Phillip Irvin from Wilson. And he strikes him out. Oh, the Reds strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Mets maintain their 3-2 lead. Now we need a second baseman. Senzel can play second, and that's where he's going. He's a 6 range. And Irving can play left. He's a 6 range, 3 arm. He's going there. So there we have it. Amir Garrett back on the bump. He'll face, I don't think he's going to face Wilson. I would think they'd come with a pinch hitter. We'll click pitch. Nope, here's a pinch hitter. It's Jake Marisnick. Jake Marisnick. Now, I see he looks good with the beard and long hair. He doesn't look like a filthy person. We had some players yesterday. My God, did they look dirty and smelly. Whew. Imagine being their loved one and giving them a cuddle. Jake Marisnick. Projection 232. 11 homers, 33 ribbies. Right-handed batter. And that's it for Amir Garrett. Actually, let's look. Garrett, 241 against righties. Okay. We got lots of pitchers, too. And we're going to go with Robert Stevenson. We're going to go with Robert Stevenson. And here comes Robert Stevenson. Stevenson. Projected 3 wins, 3 losses, 4.11 ERA. And the projection, lefties hit 200, righties hit 202. The pitch to Jake Marisnick. And he's jammed, popped up just behind the plate. Barnhart tosses the mask to the side, moves to his right, makes the catch, 1 out. So 1 out, base is empty, top of the order. Ahmed Rosario, he's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice, and his last plate appearance flew deep to left. Stevenson's ready to work. Cespedes on deck. The pitch to Rosario. Fly ball, deep center field. Akiyama on the run, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And here is Cespedes. He must have came in as a defensive replacement for McNeil. So McNeil's out of the game. Cespedes comes in. Cespedes projected 274, 19 homers, 53 ribbies. Stevenson looking for a 1-2-3 inning to take it to the top of 9th, and the Reds trailing by 1. Pete Alonso on deck. The pitch to Yohannes Cespedes. Fly ball, deep center field. Akiyama on the run again, at the track, at the wall, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets went deep a couple of times, but Shogo Akiyama tracked it down. Top of the 9th, and the Mets have brought in Edwin Diaz, the closer. His projection, 1 win, 6 losses, 33 saves, 4.12 ERA. He will face the switch hitter Galvis. will bat lefty. Barnhart will also bat lefty, the catcher, and a pinch hitter for the pitcher Stevenson. So here comes Freddie Galvis. Galvis is 0 for 3. He needs to get on. Diaz. So again, Cespedes is in left, a much better defender. 7 arm, 7 range, 9 arm. Let's see if there are any other switches. Nope, everything looks the same. Here's a pitch from Diaz to Galvis. Strikes him out, makes quick work of Galvis. Got him on the 2-2 count. Strike 3 called. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Good movement, though. And that brings up Tucker Barnhart. Let's just see. Tucker Barnhart, 241. $248. $245. Slugging 442 for Josh Van Meter. 380. Josh Van Meter will pinch hit for Barnhart. Projection 237, 8 homers, 23 ribbies. 1 out, no one on. Edwin Diaz is ready to work. He rocks and fires to Van Meter. And he strikes him out. 2 up, 2 down via the K. Big swing and a miss on the 1-2. That looked like a slider. A little off speed there. 84 miles per hour. And that brings up Robert Stevenson, but obviously he's not going to bat. Reds down to their final out here in the top of the 9th. Mets looking to take game 1, 3-2. Off the big blast from Wilson Ramos, the catcher. Well, Michael Lorenz, the pitcher, again, he's a pinch-hitting pitcher. 227, but his slugging is 591. I mean, Kirk Casale, the backup catcher, 248. Not a really huge difference between 227 and 248. Though 240 with a slugging of 474. We're going to send up Scott Shelber. So here comes, I think it's Schebler. Scott Schebler, excuse me. So Scott Schebler, the lefty, will come up. Final hope for the Reds. Mets lead 3-2. Schebler's projection, 228, 14 homers, 36 ribbies. He's projected against righties to hit 240. Edwin Diaz has struck out the first 2 Reds. You got Galvis and Van Meter. Now he faces another pinch hitter. The pitch to Shelber. Popped up, right side. Alonso going towards the stands. Can he make the play? He reaches in. Foul. So Scott Shelber gets a reprieve from the governor. 2-2 count. Diaz nods his head. He rocks and fires to Shelber. And he strikes him out. Edwin Diaz, good God almighty, mows down the Reds 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down via the K. And the New York Mets take game 1, best of 3, round 1 of the tournament, 3-2. Powered on that 3-run homer by Wilson Ramos, the catcher. The one mistake Castillo made, the Reds pitcher. So let's go to the box score. That was a fun game. I lost, unfortunately. But if you're a Mets fan, you're happy. We want Lorenz. I almost went with him, Dave. I almost went with him. Waxman, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Check out Waxman 68 cards. Hashtag card crew. Wax on, wax off. As he's a Mets fan. Shane Sidwell says, go Reds. Well, we stole 3 bases with Joey Votto. That was kind of fun, right? We're going to have another, what time is it? 10:33. 10:33. We'll probably put up another game. Oh, God, do I want to play the Tigers and the Yankees before I go to bed? Might as well get that series over with, right? We won as the Blue Jays yesterday, though. So maybe we'll play the Blue Jays, see if we get that series over with. All right, let's go to the pitching here. And let me bring up the box score. Bear with me a moment, my friends. And let's bring up the box score. And there it is. Let's make sure my ugly mug is not in the way of any stats. And we're not. So Joey Votto, he had a good game. 2 for 3 with 3 stolen bases. That was a lot of fun, Joey Votto. Castillo gets the loss. He's 0 for 1. The Reds 1 game away from elimination. The Mets 1 game away from advancing to round 2. The way this tournament works, the Washington Nationals, I'm proud of myself I didn't call them the Senators, and the Houston Astros got a bye into the second round. The second round is best of 5. Third round, best of 7. Fourth round, best of 7. And when we get to the championship, I might make it best of 9. So, DeGrom got the win. He's 1-0 in the tournament. DeGrom, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. They're both earned. Walked 3, struck out 8. Then the Mets bullpen clamped down. Familia pitched a scoreless inning. Brock pitched 2/3 of an inning. He did give up a hit, but he struck out 2, scoreless. Wilson pitched 1/3 of an inning, walked 1, struck out 1. And Edwin Diaz pitched the top of the 9th. 3 Reds up, 3 Reds down via the K. He picks up the save. For the Cincinnati Reds, Luis Castillo, 6 innings, tough luck loser. 2 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned on the 3-run blast by Wilson Ramos. He provided all the offense for the Mets. Castillo walked 2, struck out 6. Stromp pitched 2/3 of an inning, scoreless, walked 1, struck out 1. Amir Garrett pitched 1/3 of an inning. And Stevenson pitched a scoreless bottom of the 8th. But the Reds lose 3-2 to the Mets. Let's go to the batting. Akiyama 0 for 3, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Castellanos 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. We're going to have to shake up that part of the lineup. Votto 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 stolen bases, and a walk. Suarez 1 for 4, he knocked in a run, and then he struck out 3 times. Moustakas 1 for 3, knocked in a run, struck out once, and doubled. Senzel, the pinch hitter, was 0 for 1. Was he 0 for 1? No, he was 0 for 0 with a walk. Excuse me. Winker 1 for 3 with a double. Irving, the pinch hitter who stayed in to play left. Senzel went in to play second after his pinch hitting appearance. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Galvis 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Again, they're facing Jacob deGrom. The Mets have a very good pitching staff. Barnhart 0 for 2 with a walk. Van Meter, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. He struck out. Castillo 0 for 1. Aquino, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Stromp, Garrett, Stevenson, all pitched, not hit. And Shelbler, 0 for 1. He struck out. The Reds 31 at-bats, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 ribbies, walked 4 times, struck out 14, hit 2 doubles. For the New York Mets, they're happy. They're with the 3-2 victory. They just want to win and advance. And they'll have an opportunity in Game 2. So they have 2 games to win 1, but the Reds have to win 2 in a row. But the next game will be in WKRP in Cincinnati. Rosario 0 for 4. McNeil 0 for 3. Cespedes came in to play left, 0 for 1. Alonso 0 for 2 with a walk. Conforto 0 for 2 with a run, scored a walk and 2 strikeouts. Davis 1 for 3, a run scored and a strikeout. Ramos 1 for 3, a 3-run homer. He scored a run, he struck out. I mean, they only had 2 hits. We lost the game and we gave up 2 hits. My God, that is a tough luck loser for sure. We lost the game. We gave up 2 hits, people. 2 hits. Tribes. Tobias, how you doing? Hope all is well. I can't believe we gave up 2. I just looked at that. We gave up 2 hits and we lose the game. Of course, one's a 3-run homer. Wow. I'm like going down. I'm like, my God, they got 2 hits. Everyone else was over. We're going to have Cano, Nemo, DeGrom, Familia, Brock, Wilson did not hit. Marisnik, the pinch hitter, did 0 for 1. And Diaz got the save now. Wow, so 26 at-bats. I know they had 1 less inning, but 26 at-bats, 3 runs on 2 hits, a 3-run homer by Ramos. That's all you need with this great pitching staff, a bippity-boppity boom with a few guys on. And they win 3-2. 3 walks, they struck out 7 times. The big blast by Ramos. Let's see who player of the game is. I bet you they give it to DeGrom. It should be co-players, DeGrom and Ramos. No, Wilson Ramos. I dig it. I dig it. Cincinnati left 7 runners on base. The Mets left 2. Wow. A 2-hitter, and we lose the game 3-2. And here's the recap. Suarez, the Reds scored in the first, top of the first, 1 run on 2 hits. After Votto got on, he stole second, scored on the single by Eugenio Suarez, 1-0. That held up until the 5th. The bottom of the 5th, a 3-run homer by Wilson Ramos, 3-1. The Reds would cut the lead to 1 in the top of the 6th, 1 run on a hit and a walk. Mike Moustakas doubled in Votto, who once again stole the base, and it was 3-2. In the 8th, Philip Verne struck out with 2 on to end the 8th. Joey Votto, as we stated, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 stolen base. DeGrom the win, Diaz the save, Luis Castillo the loss. Bullpens both pitched wonderfully. And baseball collector's world. Hope all is well. As he says, it's Blade 117, but I have a new account. All right, cool. And anyway, thank you everyone. We'll be back hopefully in a short time to put one more game up on the channel before we call it an evening. If you like, please hit the like button. Please check out all the other members of the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. A lot of them are in here. They're content creators such as ID Gesture, Clinton Parks, Dave Little, Dave Gardner, and many, many others. You have Waxman 68 Cards from the Card Crew. They're a card collecting channel, and they do card rips, as they call them. And just check them all out. Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe. Be smart. We'll get through this coronavirus together. I love you all. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! The Mets win 3-2. Be back hopefully in a little bit. Thank you.